Okay, I'm going to do some posture and pressure stuff from quarter position top. I'm going to start from the side and do posture from side position, and then I'll show you how to advance that with some pressures. So here's what it looks like. Brad's going to go down to a tight quarter position bottom, and I'm going to attach with a good attachment. So I'm going to make my attachment. My leg is going to line up with his leg like this. This is okay, but for tonight I'm going to do this. My hip is going to come in and contact his hip here like that. My arm is going to come up and wrap his hip. So my body is wrapped around his hip there. I'm not over like this, and I'm not loading my weight on him. I'm just wrapping around his hip. This leg is out and mobile. So here's my initial position here. So if Brad moves around a little bit, I'm just going to follow. There. And so as I'm following Brad, I'm making sure that I keep this tight. My hip is going to stay in contact with his hip, and this leg is going to stay in contact with his leg. That's my initial posture, and that's going to set up everything else. So here's what it's going to look like now. Let's face it this way, like that. And then I'll come around back a little bit so you can see the back part. So sometimes when I get this attachment here and Brad starts to move a little bit, there's going to be an opening in the back here as he moves because his hip lifts up. You see that? I'm going to take advantage of that. He opened the back door, so I'm going to go in. There. So when I find that opening, my knee comes over the top and it drives deep there like that. My foot stays on this side though. So I only bring the knee over and I bring it right underneath the knot of his belt, and then I keep my attachment here like this, upright, wrapped around his shoulder girdle. So that's one place I can go if I find an opening, over the back with my knee in. So my knee is like this, over the top, and it's not like this. So I don't want it sideways, I want it facing in, and my knee will be right underneath the knot of his belt. So it'll look like this, position. Here like that. So if Brad lifts up, you'll see where my knee is. Right? The other hole that will open up, in addition to the back door, the side door here will sometimes open up as he moves. When the side door opens up, I'm going to shove my knee in that one as well. So as we're moving around a little bit, that side door opens up and my knee goes in, deep. Now I don't come here around the upper body. I still stay back here around the hip. When I come in like that, I bring my knee in as deep as I can. So if Brad comes up, you can see how deep my knee is, really deep. So my knee will either stay parallel with his knee, it'll come in the side door, or it'll come in the back door. That's what I'm going to do with my knee. Now, and some things that you can do with the outside hand while you're doing the other stuff we just did. So I'm going to build my posture. My leg's going to line up with his leg. My hip is going to touch his hip. My arm is going to wrap around and keep it low around his hip. Notice I'm not doing this, I'm staying upright. So this hand has a few things it can do. One, it can grab the collar here and then apply pressure to his head, keeping his head attached to the back. That's really nice. Two, this hand can grab cloth here and then staple to the mat here, which takes this arm away so he can't do any stuff with this arm. It's a nice grip. And then three, this hand can grab the far collar here like that. Those are three really good positions that you can do with this arm here. Shove the head down, staple, and grab the collar here. When you're doing all three, you have to maintain your position, locking the hip. And it doesn't matter if the knee is in the side door or if the knee came in through the back door, it's still the same. All right, next we're going to look at the close hand, and I'll just show one thing that's pretty nice you can do with the close hand. So I'm going to build my posture. My leg's going to line up with his. My hip is going to contact his hip. I'm gonna get the collar this time right here. And this hand, I'm gonna come in under the ankle here like this, grab the ankle, and then I'm gonna slide down to the foot right there. So I'm gonna catch the foot, and when I catch the foot, I'm gonna lift it and attach it to his ass like that. You can see it's already creating some nice space for me. So what I don't wanna do is just hang out under the ankle like this. There's not a lot of pressure there. I wanna get all the way to the foot right there, and then pull up on it and attach it. While I'm doing that, I'm still using my shoulder here to attach to his hip so he can't roll. There. Now, so I got a really nice tight attachment to his body. Any movement he does, I'm going to stay attached to his hip there really tight. All right, we're going to apply a little bit of pressure from that posture now. So Brad's down in quarter position. I'm going to make my posture. I'm going to line up with his leg. I'm going to attach my hip. I'm going to get the foot. I'm going to get one of my grips here. I'm just going to staple here is fine. The first one I'm going to do, I'm going to lift up on his foot and I'm going to circle towards his head like that. Lift up on his foot, circle towards the head, and I should end up in a really nice either north, south, or cross sides. The pressure is lifting and circling. So one more time. I got that foot really tight around his hip here. I'm going to lift, circle, and land. Nice, sort of bases out or creates some resistance to it. So instead of using a circle, we're going to use a straight line. Instead of lifting, we're going to lift and pull. So we're going to change the pressures just a little bit. I'm going to get the ankle, the foot, get my attachment here like this, and I'm going to lift and attach his foot to his ass here. But instead of circling and instead of lifting, I'm going to pull it in like that. And you can see it's already creating some pressure. And I'm going to drive in a straight line like that, which will flatten him out. Get my knee in so he can't pull guard. So watch again. I got the foot. Got my attachment. I got this. I'm going to lift and pull and then drive in a straight line. It'll go flat. My knee goes in tight. Roll him. And now I'm in cross sides. So I'll do the first one and then I'll do the second one. The first one is going to have lifting and circular motion. The second one is going to have lift, pull, and a straight line motion. All right, first one with the circular motion and lifting. Second one, lift, pull, straight line. Lift, pull, straight line. There. So the most important part is the attachment posture. Once you have the attachment posture, the second most important part is being able to apply some pressure from there. And then third in importance really is those possibilities that we did. The lift and circle and the lift and push with making the guy go over.